Welcome to the LexisAssure User Guide. LexisAssure is a compliance solution that monitors changes to regulatory legislation and alerts subscribers to new legal requirements. In this video, you will be taken through all the tabs available in LexisAssure as we will explore the different functionality. Email alerts and analysis. Your journey with LexisAssure begins with emails alerting you of relevant changes in legislation. The alerts are specific to a regulatory group created within your company that you have been added to. There are two types of emails, alerts and analysis. Alert emails highlight relevant changes in legislation and allow you to drill down into the source document. Analysis emails go out after the alert emails and include further detail and analysis of the changes in legislation. You can choose to receive analysis emails daily, weekly, or monthly. Both email types contain the flag of the respective country for easy identification and include a link to LexisAssure for full detail. Home. When you log into My LexisNexis, you will automatically be taken to the Lexis Library homepage. To access LexisAssure, click on the link in the navigation bar at the top of the screen. This will take you to the LexisAssure homepage. The LexisAssure homepage presents all recent alerts and analysis. It's your first point of call for your most recent alerts you may have missed in your email alerts or just want to revisit. The default view of the LexisAssure homepage is for South Africa. However, if you have subscribed to content from another country, you can easily switch to another country view by selecting the country you are interested in from the drop-down menu on the top left corner of the screen. Simply click on the country currently displayed to view a list of active and inactive countries. Active countries are countries that your company has subscribed to and the content you have access to. Inactive countries are countries that your company has not subscribed to and whose content you do not have access to. Alerts and upcoming effective obligation dates. On the homepage, you will have a quick glance of the latest alerts and upcoming effective and obligation dates, all listed on one screen. Alternatively, view this detail in your LexisAssure calendar. The Alert Listing button can be selected to navigate to the Alert Listing screen, where you can see an entire list of alerts and be able to apply filters as you prefer. For effective and obligation dates, you are able to select the period you are interested in viewing. The radio buttons at the top right corner of the screen allow you to view content relevant to your particular subscription, My Universe, or alternatively, view content as per the company's subscription, Company Universe. These are available in all the LexisAssure screens in the same location. Regulatory Universe. Your company's regulatory universe is a subset of the entire regulatory universe. Here, you will only see subject areas that have been identified as relevant to your organization. Should you at any stage wish to expand or amend your universe, please contact your account manager. The Regulatory Universe screen is divided into three areas. On the left is the subject area, with the respective acts displayed in the center of the screen. The risk rating and bill status legends are located at the bottom of the screen. Once you have selected the subject area of your choice, based on your subscription, the corresponding regulatory universe will be displayed in the center of the screen. There are tabs at the top of the center screen, giving you access to the acts, bills, discussion papers, and latest notices relating to the selected subject area. The financial risk rating for each legislation is indicated in line with an icon. All icons are explained in the legend on the bottom left section of the screen. The bottom right section of the screen relates to the bills, which can be viewed in the Bills tab. Viewing Acts, sections with compliance obligations. From your regulatory universe, you will be able to drill into specific acts, bills, regulators, and more to view compliance obligations relative to that specific piece of legislation. On selecting an act in the regulatory universe, you will be taken to the Content Viewer screen. The act will be displayed in the center panel. The left panel contains a list of sections that contain compliance obligations. The grey circle containing a number highlights the number of alerts that have been issued in relation to that particular section. As you can see on this particular screen, Section 9, Codes of Good Practice, has had 3 alerts, signaling 3 different legislation changes for this particular section. The details of these 3 alerts can be viewed in the right-hand side panel. You also have the option to select the View Alert Details button for a full-page view of the alert. Whenever you view a section with compliance obligations, or when you're viewing the entire act, you will have the option to download a report of either the respective checklists or regulatory obligations using the buttons displayed on the top right corner of the screen. Once you select an act, you can choose to view the full act or the compliance sections. The default is set to compliance sections. If you select View Full Act, you will be able to view the entire act, regulations, and notices. The content in the act contains hyperlinks to other relevant legislation. If you click on the hyperlink, you will be taken to that relevant piece of legislation. Viewing bills, discussion papers, and latest notices. You can view bills, discussion papers, and the latest notices in the same way as you can for acts, under the tab available at the top of the center screen. These will be in PDF, and the number of alerts for them will be highlighted in the left-hand pane, with the alert summary on the right-hand side of the screen. Alerts. We have just seen how we can view alerts from a legislation perspective. You can also search and view the alerts from a time perspective or with various other filters. On the alerts page, you can view a list of all the alerts that have been sent out for either your universe or your company universe. You can search for particular alerts, perhaps an alert you saw coming into your email inbox and never had a chance to follow up on, or use the filters on the left-hand side of the screen to refine your search to only a particular set of alerts, or alerts for a particular act, bill, notice, discussion document, or regulations by making a selection in the regulation type. You also have the option to select either one or multiple alerts and then download your selection. Clicking on an alert will take you to the Alert Details screen, where you can access not only the alert details but the analysis as well by selecting the Analysis tab at the top of the screen. Differences between alerts and analysis. An alert contains information such as the regulatory development, a brief summary of the change, the regulatory category, focus areas and affected stakeholders, as well as the penalty for non-compliance. Alerts are issued within 48 hours of the change in legislation. An analysis will have additional detail to the alert previously issued and will contain an executive summary, which can be a very useful tool to include in board packs, plain language explanation of the change, a compliance obligation date, and a checklist to assist you to stay compliant whenever the change introduces or amends a compliance obligation. Analysis notifications will be released after 4 to 5 days of the alert being issued. Should you not wish to receive alert emails and would rather only receive the comprehensive analysis notification, you can configure this under the Users tab. This is discussed in more detail in the Users section of this video. Regulatory groups. When you first get to LexisAssure, you will need to set up a regulatory group in order to receive email notifications. You will also need to decide on how often you would like to receive the notifications. To create a regulatory group, select the Regulatory Groups tab and select the Create Regulatory Group button. Enter the group's name and description and select the acts you want to track in the group on the right-hand side of the screen. Make your selection by ticking the box alongside the required legislation. Anyone assigned to this group will receive notifications only for the acts selected during this exercise. Click the Create button to complete the group creation step. Once a group has been selected, a user with administrator rights will have the ability to edit groups that have been created, while a user with normal rights will only have the ability to view the configuration of the group. You can create as many groups as you require and add yourself and other users to the various groups. Only advanced and administrative users have these rights. Calendar. All users have the ability to view all the alerts for the month or any other period under the Calendar tab. You have a choice of only viewing alert dates, obligation dates, or effective dates for the alerts pertaining to your particular regulatory universe using the radio buttons to the left of the screen. You are furthermore able to customize your calendar view by opting to have a month view, week, or day view using the radio buttons further down the left side of the screen. When you click on any alert in the calendar, the alert details will be displayed on the right-hand pane of the screen. You can download reports for alerts and analysis, effective dates or obligation dates. Reports. The reporting function in LexisAssure is a useful tool to pull the relevant data into different types of reports that you can distribute to your colleagues or even into board packs. Under the Reports tab, the Reports function allows you to generate reports in PDF or Word formats. There are several report options to choose, and the content will be country specific. You can specify the regulatory type, either acts, bills, discussion papers, and more. The specific instrument you're looking to pull a report of, using the Regulatory Instrument drop-down box, and whether you would like your report in PDF or Word format. Users. Administrators have the responsibility to manage users and their access. Only administrators have this functionality. Under the Users tab, you can view all the users subscribed to Assure within your company, access your own LexisAssure user profile or that of other users should your profile have administrator rights. A user with administration rights or admin user will be able to select the details hyperlink and configure or make changes to the particular user profile. Once in the user's profile, a list of all regulatory groups that have been created will be displayed. This includes the groups created under countries other than the one you are currently in. Select the box alongside the group name to subscribe to the group, or alternatively, untick the box in order to unsubscribe the user from the group. This is how you add a user to a regulatory group. Notice that the list of regulatory groups could continue on more pages. Further down the screen, you can select the frequency in which you want the user to receive email notifications for both alert and analysis emails. Select the Update User button to save your selection. We trust that you have found this video helpful and informative. Please do not hesitate to contact your account manager should you have any further questions. LexisAssure. Mitigate your compliance risk.